Does the law of attraction work when you're trying to attract high-ticket clients? Absolutely. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I attract high-ticket clients and how you can attract high-ticket clients using the law of attraction. Welcome back to me and my money tree. Today we're talking about how to attract high-ticket clients using the law of attraction. Once again, I'm a huge law of attraction fan. I believe in it. Actually, now that I think about it, I haven't read the book, The Secret. I happened to be introduced to it the first time through the movie. So I watched the movie, The Secret, and I definitely believe in the concept of the law of attraction, that like attracts like. I see it in my life. I tend to hang around people who are similar to me, who have a similar vibe. I don't like hanging out with people who are negative or who, just don't have that same vibe that I do. So I definitely see the law of attraction in work in my life. And I also was able to use the law of attraction to manifest my husband. If you've seen that video, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. It's actually one of the more popular videos on this channel. I share exactly how I manifested him. And not only that, but I share our story of meeting. So if that's interesting to you, you should definitely check it out. But it's something that I also use in business. I use the law of attraction to attract high ticket clients. And what's interesting is that I've used this very recently. I use it all the time. It's really simple when thinking about the law of attraction, and the law is that like attracts like, that you attract who you are. And if that's the case, if you want to attract high ticket clients, one of the easiest ways to do that is to be a high ticket client. And this is difficult for some people because sometimes they're thinking, well, I don't necessarily have the money to be a high ticket client. So how can I attract high ticket clients? And sometimes it's even difficult for me to say that because I don't want people to think that I'm saying you have to pay me before anybody will pay you, because I don't think that that's true. The way that I think that it works, and the way that it works for me, is in order to sell a high ticket offer, you have to understand the mindset of a high ticket client. And if you've never actually purchased something high ticket before, then it's difficult for you to understand that mindset and that thought process. So I'm not saying that you have to pay me a high ticket price before you can book high ticket clients. What I'm saying is that there's definitely an energy and a vibration that comes from being a high ticket client. And sometimes the fastest way to do that is to make a high ticket investment yourself. Now, let's quickly define what is high ticket, because for some people, high ticket for them could be investing $100 because they feel that emotion of, I'm excited. I really want to make this work. And this is something that I'm really putting it all on the line. And they step up to the plate and they do the work that's required. They don't think like, oh, this is just throwaway money. Like it doesn't really matter if I do or don't do it. I don't really care. And so that's kind of the difference in the mindset of a high ticket client versus someone who is not a high ticket client. It's not necessarily the dollar amount, it's that emotion. So if, for example, you've invested in the past, $500 into a coach or a course or something like that, and that was a really big investment for you and it was a big step, well, then that's high ticket for you. And now you know exactly what a client is thinking when they make that high ticket investment. For me, my first high ticket investment was a $2,000 course, and I didn't quite have $2,000 to pay up front. So I decided to use the annual payment plan, and I made monthly payments on that $2,000 course. So that was high ticket for me, even though it wasn't $2,000 all up front. For some people, they'll say that $2,000 is not high ticket. And instead they say, well, $36,000 is high ticket or $10,000 is high ticket. But that $199 a month that I was paying every single month, that was high ticket for me. And I put all of my effort into making that work. And here I am. I made it work. I became a successful business owner. So understanding that if you want to attract high ticket clients using the law of attraction, you have to be a high ticket client. That's not always determined by the dollar amount, but it's really determined by the emotion, the vibration, the understanding of, I'm going to put all of my effort into this. I am fully committed and I'm going to make this work. If you want to attract high ticket clients and you haven't felt that yet, it's going to be difficult for you because like attracts like. So I want you to think back to, when was that time when you really put it all on the line, when you really committed, when you felt that a little bit nervous excitement and fear, like, I'm a little scared, but I know this is going to work. I'm going to make it work. If you haven't felt that before, then I would invite you to become a high ticket client by investing in yourself, by taking that step, getting over that fear of investing, knowing that once you make that commitment that you will make it work. And once you do that, I think you'll be surprised, because when you start having those conversations with potential clients and you're offering that rate, whatever that high ticket rate is, you won't have any fear, because you'll know exactly what they're feeling. You'll know how to have those conversations to kind of get them over that fear that they have in investing. And I've had conversations and sold packages anywhere from $800 to $2,000, $3,000, $7,000, $10,000 and beyond. So I understand what it's like when someone is ready to make that investment. And I talk about this a lot more in the package and profit training, especially if you're interested in starting to sell high ticket and you really don't quite know what the mindset of a high ticket client is, then you'll definitely want to check out the package and profit training. I will leave details in the description box. In this 4-part series, I take you through how to create a package, how to price it, how to get in the mind of a high ticket buyer, what makes high ticket, and I share with you all of the steps in order to package and profit from your skills. So definitely check that out. I'd love to hear from you, your thoughts on the law of attraction. What makes you believe that the law of attraction works? Let's get some law of attraction success stories in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.